Hello there, how are you doing? We will continue this gameplay. No, character. Let's get. Mm, yeah, I need to get this one. Maybe. We will save. So let's go and talk to them. We already get some stuff in here. So, yeah. Find recipes through exploration or visiting merchants. Visit an apothecary with herbs with herbs you gather in the wilderness to upgrade potions. I cannot read. Use the equip station to assign different potions to each of your party members and to replenish the potions you are carrying. Use the upgrade station to unlock permanent upgrades to your potions. Okay, thank you. I'm eating, by the way. I got hungry. Okay, Adam.
Thank you for hurrying.
Look who's back from the dead. Again.
We've met. What is it?
I don't recall meeting you before.
I'd be surprised if you did. You weren't particularly coherent. Someone had to patch you up after you staggered out of making us wear, though. So, you're welcome.
Thank you.
I didn't realize. Thank you.
Yeah, well, you can pay me back by fixing the world. Name's Adan. I'm in charge of keeping our little band here stocked with potions and elixirs. Not that Seeker Pentagast seems to care whether we've got the supplies to actually do that.
Investigate. You're a bit cranky.
For a healer, you don't seem particularly nurturing.
I'm not a healer. I'm an alchemist who's forced to play Mother Hen. You want something to burst into flame on contact with the air? Done. Gladly. Patching up wounded soldiers is a waste of my time and talents. But there are a few around who can help.
How are things?
How are your people holding up?
There's no shortage of work. That's for damn sure.
How do I order potions?
How do I go about having potions made?
Just take a look there and tell me what you'd like. Find a recipe for something better, I can make that too.
Okay.
You're back. And in one piece.
Need help.
Is there anything I can do to help out?
We're fine as far as raw labor goes. You've more important things to do than tend to me. I only wish I'd been able to find Master Tajin's notes. Old bastard was working on something special. He died at the conclave, and his notes weren't here. Been too busy dealing with the wounded to look for them.
Bye.
Farewell.
Okay. Research. Oh, we need a download ladders. Okay. I will need 29 effort. Well, we can replenish. Okay.
Let me know if you need anything. You're back. And in one piece.
Oh, goodbye.
Farewell.
We have 2 tables there. We have solars. Something else in here. Solars.
the chosen of Andraste, a blessed hero sent to save us all.
Sounds dashing. I hope to be one. I'm not a hero.
I've no interest in being a hero. All I want is to find a way to seal this breach.
Pragmatic, but ultimately irrelevant. I've journeyed deep into the Fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
You study ancient ruins.
What do you mean, ruins and battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. Every battlefield is steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the Fade. I can find memories no other living being has ever seen.
How can you sleep there?
You fall asleep in the middle of ancient ruins. Isn't that dangerous?
I do set wards. And if you leave food out for the giant spiders, they are usually content to live and let live.
That's impressive.
I've never heard of anyone going so far into the Fade. That's extraordinary.
Thank you. It's not a common field of study for obvious reasons. Not so flashy as throwing fire or lightning. The thrill of finding remnants of a 1,000-year-old dream? I would not trade it for anything. I will stay there. At least until the breach has been closed.
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate surrounded by Chantry forces in the middle of a major rebellion. Cassandra has been accommodated. But you understand my caution.
Cassandra will protect you. I have no promise. Your face doesn't matter.
Cassandra trusts you. She won't let anyone put you into a circle against your will.
Thank you. I appreciate the thought. And now let us hope either the mages or the Templars have the power to seal the breach.
Thank you, Solos. Oh, I cannot save. Oh. Yes, I can save, but not them. Can you talk again?
Closing the breach is our primary goal. But I hope we might also discover what was used to create it. Any artifact of such power is dangerous. The destruction of the Conclave proves that much.
You think it survived?
You don't think whatever created the explosion was destroyed in the blast?
You survived, did you not? The artifact that created the breach is unlike anything seen in this age. I will not believe it destroyed until I see the shattered fragments with my own eyes.
I agree.
We would do well to try to recover whatever created the breach.
Liliana's people have scoured the area near the blast and found nothing. Whatever the artifact was, it is no longer there. In any case, did you need me for anything?
Investigate. Tell me about the Fade.
What do you know about the Fade?
A great deal, am I wondering? There are few hard facts, but I can share what I have learned.
Why? Tell me about the breach.
I'd like to know more about the breach.
Simply put, it is a tear in the veil between this world and the Fade, allowing spirits to enter the world physically. Small tears occur naturally when magic weakens the veil, or when spirits cluster in an area that has seen many deaths. Your mark allows you to exert some control over the breach. That means it was created deliberately.
Tell me about the veil.
I'd like to know more about the Veil.
Circle mages call it a barrier between this world and the Fade, but according to my studies in ancient elven lore, that is a vast oversimplification. Without it, imagine if spirits entered freely. The Fade was not a place one went, but a state of nature like the wind.
That sounds marvelous. That sounds strange. That sounds...
It sounds like it would be wonderful.
And dangerous. But yes, a world where imagination defines reality, where spirits are as common as trees or grass. Instead, spirits are strange and fearful, and the Fade is a terrifying world touched only by mages and dreamers. I am glad that I'm not alone in seeing the beauty of such a world, along with the obvious peril.
Tell me about the demons.
I'd like to know more about demons.
The Chantry says that demons hate the natural world and seek to bring their chaos and destruction connection to the living. But such simplistic labels misconstrue their motivations, and in so doing, do all a great disservice. Spirits wish to join the living. And the demon is that wish gone wrong.
Can we change that?
Is there a way to coexist? To live with them? If not in peace, at least without such active confrontation.
Not in the world we know today. The veil creates a barrier that makes true understanding most unlikely. But the question is a good one, and it matters that you thought to ask.
Goodbye.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Okay. I need to make it a little bit more because dialogues are quite let me check.
Greetings.
Tell me about yourself.
I'd like to know more about you, Solus.
Why?
I respect you. Do I need a reason? I must know I can trust you.
You're an apostate, yet you risked your freedom to help the Inquisition.
Not the wisest course of action when framed that way.
I appreciate the work you're doing, Solus. I just wanted to know more about you.
I am sorry. With so much fear in the air. What would you know of me?
5. Why study the Fade?
What made you start studying the Fade?
I grew up in a village to the north. There was little to interest a young man, especially one gifted with magic. But as I slept, spirits of the Fade showed me glimpses of wonders I had never imagined. I treasured my dreams. Being awake, out of the Fade, became troublesome.
That sounds dangerous.
Did spirits try to tempt you?
No more than a brightly colored fruit is deliberately tempting you to eat it. I learned how to defend myself from more aggressive spirits, and how to interact safely with the rest. I learned how to control my dreams with full consciousness. There was so much I wanted to explore.
Till you woke up.
I gather you didn't spend your entire life dreaming.
No. Eventually, I was unable to find new areas in the Fade.
Why?
2 reasons. First, the Fade reflects the world around it. Unless I traveled, I would never find anything new. Second, the Fade reflects and is limited by our imagination. To find interesting areas, one must be interesting.
Is that why you're here?
Is this why you joined the Inquisition?
I joined the Inquisition because we were all in terrible danger. If our enemies destroyed the world, I would have nowhere to lay my head while dreaming of the Fade.
I hope that works.
I wish you luck.
Thank you. In truth, I've enjoyed experiencing more of life to find more of the Fade.
How so?
You strengthen your body to deliver and withstand punishment. The muscles are an enjoyable side benefit. You have chosen a path whose steps you do not dislike because it leads to a destination you enjoy. As have I.
5. Where have you studied?
You said you'd traveled to many different places.
This world, or its memory, is reflected in the Fade. Dream in ancient ruins, and you may see a city lost to history. Some of my fondest memories were found in crumbling cities, long picked dry by treasure seekers, the best of the battlefields. Spirits press so tightly on the veil that you can slip across with but a thought.
Which battlefields?
Any place in particular?
I dreamt at Ostagar. I witnessed the brutality of the Darkspawn and the valor of the Ferelden warriors. I saw Alistair and the hero Ferelden light the signal fire, and Logain's infamous betrayal of Caelan's forces.
Tell me what happened.
I've heard the stories. It would be interesting to hear what it was really like.
That's just it. In the Fade, I see reflections created by spirits who react to the emotions of the warriors. One moment, I see heroic wardens lighting the fire, and a power-mad villain sneering as he lets King Caelan fall. The next, I see an army overwhelmed and a veteran commander refusing to let more soldiers die in a lost cause.
And you can't tell which is real.
It is the Fade. They are all real.
Do you work with anyone?
Have you always traveled and studied alone?
Not at all. I have built many lasting friendships. Spirits of wisdom, possessed of ancient knowledge, happy to share what they had seen. Spirits of purpose helped me search. Even wisps, curious and playful, would point out treasures I might have missed.
Wisdom and purpose?
I don't know of any spirits by those names.
They rarely seek this world. When they do, their natures do not often survive exposure to the people they encounter. Wisdom and purpose are too easily twisted to pride and desire.
Those are demon names.
You're saying that you became friends with Pride and Desire demons?
They were not demons for me.
Meaning?
The Fade reflects the minds of the living. If you expect a spirit of wisdom to be a pride demon, it will adapt. And if your mind is free of corrupting influences, if you understand the nature of the spirit, they can be fast friends.
That's amazing.
I'm impressed that you could become friends with spirits.
Anyone who can dream has the potential. Few ever try. My friends comforted me in grief and shared my joy. Yet, because they exist without form, as we understand it, the Chantry declares that spirits are not truly people. Is Cassandra defined by her cheekbones and not her faith? Varric by his chest hair and not his wit?
His hair, chest. Chest hair, sorry. Yes, spirits are people. You need body to be real. Okay.
I hadn't thought about it that way, but I see your point.
Thank you. Few are willing to entertain such a notion.
Goodbye.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Okay, we kind of... Do you have something else for me?
Hello.
Okay, nothing else. Okay.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Okay, we already have everything we could from him, so... Okay, nothing else. Just checking if we don't get anything new after... Okay. These ones will be reappearing. Scout works, okay. There are two here. Yeah. Come on. I will be talking to all the people I can. Woohoo.
Do you think the mages will be able to seal the breach?
I heard some speak of using the Templars instead.
Oh. I suppose...
No, my lady, I don't know where the other nobles are. I suggest you ask Ambassador Montillier. Oh, you're her. Thrin, Inquisition Quartermaster. I'm doing what I can to supply this mess. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
Investigate. What is your job?
What do you do here?
I make sure the Inquisition troops have food in their bellies and iron in their hands. Both are important. Lots of people expecting us to be heroes, marching all day to fight the demons. Turns out heroes need to dig latrines just like everyone else.
How did you end up here?
How does someone end up as quartermaster for the Inquisition?
I served for Eldon under Ten Logain MacTier, best commanding officer this world has ever seen. After they all turned on him at Denerim, though, there wasn't much use for people who held that opinion. Queen Honora offered my services to the Inquisition. It was a kindness. She knew I supported her father and got me away from the political garbage.
Logan is a traitor.
Logain MacTier betrayed the Grey Wardens and his king.
Were you there at Ostagar? I was. King Kaelan overextended his position, and the Grey Wardens were too late lighting the signal. Following the original plan would have gotten everyone killed. Ten Logain made the right decision. I apologize. Sister Liliana told me I shouldn't talk about this. Just forget it.
Tell me about the requisitions.
What did you mean when you mentioned requisitions?
I'm making this Inquisition run with what we have, but we're not a real army. We're stretched thin on materials, so I've put up a requisition list for anything that could help our people. Here, take a look. You find some iron and a good logging site. Maybe Harrick can get our troops better weapons.
Okay. How do I fill special orders?
If I have material for a special order, do I bring it to you?
Just take it over there. One of my boys will take the materials or jot down what you found.
Okay.
Farewell.
Make her go with you. Can I help you with something?
No. Goodbye.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
So let's see this. So we need login stand. Okay, we need to find this. We have already the item. Yes, but we don't
Thanks
have
for
enough.
checking anyway.
We don't have enough materials. So, yeah, but we don't have the materials. How can I make it? I need to talk to Barrick. So, Barrick.
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
Too many people died up there.
I don't even want to think about how many lives were lost on that mountaintop.
A lot of good men and women didn't make it out of there. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching
sorry.
demons and maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there.
Wait a second. I need to load that again. Sorry. I didn't read the options. There we go.
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
I'm fine. It's a butcher. I'm glad to be alive. I can barely keep up. This one?
I'm just glad I'm still standing after all that.
I still can't believe you survived Cassandra. You're lucky you were out cold for most of her frothing rage. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
Why did you stay?
If it was that bad, why did you stay? Cassandra said you were free to go.
I like to think I'm as selfish and irresponsible as the next guy, but this... Thousands of people died on that mountain. I was almost one of them. And now there's a hole in the sky. Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out.
I was fortunate. It hasn't sunk yet. We need to close the bridge.
It's pure luck that I escaped.
Good luck or bad? You might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky... that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle.
Okay.
Need something?
Have questions about Hulk.
I read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
Investigate. What happened to Anders?
What happened to the mage who destroyed the Kirkwall Chantry? The book never said.
He fled Kirkwall with the mages from the Circle. Stayed with them a while, but he had to move on. Somehow a lot of mages blamed him for making them live as fugitives. I don't know where he is now, and I don't want to know.
Yeah. Orsino's fate made no sense.
In the book, you say that first Enchanter Orsino turned himself into a giant monster made of corpses. How? Why?
Do I look like an expert on magical weirdness to you? Well, I can't tell you how. For the why, all I can say is he was desperate.
Uh-oh.
Carry on.
He didn't like that? I want to know. Maybe I should kind of...
Need something?
About Hawk.
I read your...
Okay,
That's
okay,
a pretty
okay.
common reaction.
Bye.
Go ahead.
Oh. You made up Very Shock's fight. What? Wait a second.
Carry...
Load. Oh, there was an autosave. No, 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 no. I'm so sorry. I don't want him to disapprove
Need
anything.
something?
I have questions about Hawk.
I read your tale...
That's a pretty common reaction.
Investigate.
Go ahead.
I have 200s.
But I don't know where he is now, and
Investigate.
I don't want to know.
Where are Hawk's friends?
Where are the rest of Hawk's associates now?
Meryl decided to look after the elves left homeless by the fighting. She's done a pretty good job of keeping them away from the mages and Templars, so far. I guess she has plenty of practice avoiding stupid human battles with her old Dalish clan. Fenris has kept himself busy, hunting down the Tevinter slavers who came south to prey on the refugees. I'm not sure exactly where he is at the moment. You can usually follow the trail of corpses, though. Isabella went back to the raiders. She's calling herself an admiral now. I don't know if she's actually in charge or just has a really big hat. Might be the same thing, honestly. Sebastian went back to Starkhaven. I'm sure he's boring all sorts of people there. Hawk's little brother was off on some warden business near the Anderfell's border last I knew. Aveline is still guard captain. I'm pretty sure Kirkwall would fall into the sea if she quit her job.
Okay. Now it's kind of
Need something?
about Hawk.
I read your tale of the...
That's a pretty common reaction.
Investigate.
Go ahead.
You made up the Arishok fight.
There's no way Hawk really could have killed the Arishok. It would have started a war with the Kunari.
I was told later that the Kunari disavowed his actions. Apparently the Arishok didn't get permission before he attacked Kirkwall, and the Qun didn't want another exalted march. When they finally sent a ship to haul the wrecked dreadnought away, they just said, "We will never speak of this again." As far as I can tell, that's the Qun's version of an apology.
Never mind.
Carry on.
He will disagree if I ask him a little bit more. So I'm
Need
not.
something?
I have personal. Tell me about red leading.
The red lyrium we found at the temple seemed to upset you.
My brother Bartrand and I sort of discovered red lyrium during an expedition in the Deep Roads. We located an ancient thaig, so old it barely looked dwarven. There was this idol there made of it. Bartrand brought it back to the surface, and, well, everything's gone downhill from there.
Investigate. What is it exactly?
So what is it? Just another kind of lyrium?
The red stuff is lyrium like a dragon is a lizard. It's not just a different color. It has a whole host of weirdness all its own. I've written to every mining cast house in Orzammar. No one's seen this stuff before or knows where it came from.
Okay, bye. What can it do?
What makes it special?
Regular lyrium can mess you up pretty badly, but you have to ingest it for that to happen. Red lyrium messes with your mind when you're just near the stuff. You hear singing, get violent, paranoid, and then it does creepy shit. Makes things float, brings statues to life. It also turned Kirkwall's Knight Commander to lyrium. Everyone's been kept at least 100 paces from it since.
Why was it in the temple? Why was it? Right? Yeah.
How did the red lyrium get in the Temple of Sacred Ashes?
I don't know. So as far as I knew, the only piece to make it to the surface was destroyed. And the location of the thaig it came from is a secret. Did someone find more of it in the Deep Roads? That's not a cheery thought.
That's enough for now.
I think that's enough on Red Lyrium.
Yeah, not really my favorite subject.
Thank you, Varric, for telling me. I need to. This one is a little bit.
Need something?
I have a personal question.
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Where are you from?
Are you from Ferelden? Olay?
Free marches, born and raised in Kirkwall. And despite whatever you've heard, no, Kirkwall's not that bad.
What do you do?
I'm not clear on your line of work. You're a merchant?
I'm a businessman. My family has a seat in the Dwarven Merchants Guild. Merchants buy and sell goods. Businessmen buy and sell stores. In my spare time, I manage a spy network, and occasionally, I write books.
Investigate. Could you do Liliana's job?
If you've run a spy network, why is Leliana our spy master?
To be honest with you, she's just a better spy master. The truly great ones can keep their distance. They don't get attached to their people. Me, I always wind up babysitting my informants and worrying about their families. We're in better hands with her.
How do you know? Let's see, investigate. What books do you write?
You're an author. What kind of books have you written?
I've tried my hands at a few genres. My crime serials are my most popular. Hard in Hightown, guards breaking the rules to get things done. The Tale of the Champion is the most famous thing I've written, or infamous maybe. I started a romance serial once, Swords and Shields, but to be honest, I don't have a knack for romances. Most of my stories end in tragedy. Probably that says something unfortunate about me personally.
What shops do you own?
What sort of shops do you own?
Actually, we don't own shops. That was just an example. Mostly we invest in moneylenders. Auction houses, a few mercenary companies, a couple of smithies. I think we own half a beet plantation in Ravane somewhere. Most of that's my brother's doing. Bartrand had business sense. Not much tact, but loads of business sense.
How do you know Cassandra?
How do you and Cassandra know each other?
You heard about the Kirkwall Chantry being destroyed? The guy responsible used to be a friend of mine. The Seeker had questions about that, and I had answers.
Tell me about your crossbow.
Where did you get that crossbow? I've never seen one like it.
Bianca? She's one of a kind. I got her off a guy in Darktown. Took me a week to pry his dead fingers off the stock.
Why Bianca?
Who is she named for?
I can't tell you.
Why not?
And the reason for that is?
Complicated. It's the one story I'll never tell. We just have to leave it at that.
Okay, that's all for now.
Thanks, Varric.
No problem.
We need to be more friends to know the truth, I guess.
Need something?
Never mind.
Carry on.
He would say something about
My creator, judge me whole. Find me well within your grace.
We'll need some of your
Touch me with
cloth for
fire that I
bandages.
may cleanse.
is there something here? There we go. Read. Switch equipment and tables. Okay. The brilliant stuff.
I don't see why we need to build siege equipment. We're not laying siege to anything.
That's an excellent point, recruit. But if someone comes to lay siege to us,
Come on. Okay. Okay, now go through that.
Who are we fighting anyway, sir? I heard
read.
it was mages. Demons. No one really knows.
That's the Maker's truth. All you need to know is that we're holding this place together.
Okay, nothing here. Fine. Basically, what are those?
Impassioned breath does the darkness creep. It is the whisper.
Master Harry said we'd work
Oh,
for
probably
silver.
is down here. I'm just checking again these things, I guess. Come on, pick that up. We need a fruit. This is our place. I don't know why there's a crow there.
How could that great breach not have been caused by the mages?
It is reasonable to believe.
If the Inquisition wants to field a decent cavalry, it needs better horses. I heard Secret Pentecost might try to acquire suitable mount.
Expected you'd be by. I'm Harriet, and everyone knows who you are. How's the new gear fit?
Quite well, odd. Quite well.
Sturdy and warm. It's perfect.
Good. World's gone mad. Stock armor and blades are good against bandits, but we're not fighting bandits. My gear will see you through demons, apostates, whatever this world throws at you. So, you need custom work. Something special. You bring the materials to us, we'll make it happen.
Investigate. What's your story?
How did you come to be here?
Come from a little town called Lothering. Long gone now. I was in Redcliffe when the Darkspawn hit it during the Blight. Helped rebuild. Left when royalty decided it was time to hand the place over to the bloody mages. Ended up here. Just missed the boom. Can't decide if I'm the luckiest son of a bitch walking or the exact opposite.
Lucky.
You're still walking. That's always good.
True enough.
I already said that, right?
How did you come to be here?
Long story. Not worth telling twice.
Okay, thank you. Do you outfit the troops?
Who outfits the Inquisition soldiers?
Not me. I've got work to do. Can't be passing a sword to every blighter who signs up. If you want to help the troops, talk to Thren, the quartermaster. She'll set up requisitions.
Do you need more materials? Why do you need more materials?
Does the Inquisition not have supplies to make armor or weapons?
Tough convincing traders to haul up here. Impossible to get them to risk the rare stuff, so that's on you.
Okay. What can you make here?
What can you and your team make here?
Arms and armor. We work iron to blighted dragonbone if you've got it. Our designs are simple, but they get the job done. You want something fancy? Bring your own design. We'll see what we can do.
Can you bring my equipment?
Can you help improve my arms and armor?
Yes. You find a new piece, a pauldron or greaves, we'll take care of you. You can't just slap a new hilt on your sword in the field. Bring it here, we'll make sure it's done right and proper.
Do you have any designs?
If I want something, what can you make?
Start simple. Something to keep you safe. Take a look at it on the table there and we can talk. You'll need materials. We should have what you want just outside.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Right.
Come on, man. I have some armor made. Okay. I sell craft armor. Okay. Each crafting is schematic has one or more slots. Each slot accepts a specific number of materials of either metal, cloth, or leather. Sorry. Fill all available slots to craft an item. Okay. Wait a second. Back. We have more onyx. Okay, more onyx. And we have some stone. Craft item. No, cancel.
Should serve you well.
Modify weapons. Upgrading. Okay.
Another.
Modify armor. I have a guess of available. Okay. So we need to upgrade. And we can just craft a weapon. We have and god damage values. Attack. Oh.
Should serve you well.
Let's see. No armor. Weapons. Okay, we don't have any craftable weapon. We have the ones that we have is 64, but maybe Cassandra. Yeah. You have a Cassandra. You deserve it. What about Solars? He has cold. Can we craft this? No, don't have any.
Another time.
So, okay. Biso. Okay, that was weird. Okay, so we can talk. I know this is kind of weird. Oh, there's an animal. Maybe? What is it? Oh, there we go. Iron. We got more iron. As you can see, we need some stuff. There will be a restocking after a while, so read. Okay, we cannot go through this, so going to the other side. There are two more. They're not whatever they call. Oh. Okay, that was weird. Okay, don't. What are you doing? Oh, whatever. Oh, don't fall. Now this is kind of boring for you, I know. But there are materials. I want to show you all the things that you can find here. Just for you to decide if worth the effort or don't. Come here and get the stuff. I will do this as much as I can because we can find things hidden that we might need in the future. And those crafting materials are needed for potions, actually. It's kind of frozen. I cannot see it. What is it? Maybe it is on the other side. I cannot jump that high. So maybe... So far we have air fruit. We can talk to them afterwards. How much we can do? There are a lot of levels here, this area. No, not elephants. These are items. When a combat poses, press B to search. Hidden objects. Okay.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
I know. Wait a second. Let me grab this stuff. These are the things that I couldn't get there. Oh. I have a friend that we can.
Goodbye!
Okay, that was Ramhorn. Okay, that worked. I don't know how many things we need to get. It's kind of open. Where I am. Where am I? This is kind of okay. Some weapons. Okay, that is the... Nothing else in here. Come on. We don't have... I need a horse. Isn't there something that we can have? We just find here from the effort and okay, and Ramhorn. Okay, this one also gone into our way. Why is that we cannot actually do anything? Oh, we got 3 now. Okay. What's happening? Come on, I want whatever you have. Okay, come back, woman. Went back. Oh, back on shield. After this, I will save. I don't know what they're gonna get me. There's 3 of them. And then the weapon I have is not that great. A Drupalo. Okay. No, haven't. This one is a little bit. Okay, that was. Okay. That was interesting. Hmm. on. Well, I will leave. We'll just keep gathering these materials. I will leave this game here. I know that we were gathering materials, but there is something inside that house, and maybe it will be great for us later. I want to see if there is something else. What is it? Oh, it's up there. Alright. Okay.
One down!
Nothing? Okay. I will see you in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching, and yes, that's all that it was there. And we will gather something that is right there. See you next time. Bye bye.